All right, so the can't miss stat, I got to talk about this. And either this is going to be circumstantial, right, or this is tangible in a real sense. All right, so Brandon put out this report. Every time the Cowboys have selected a wide receiver in the first round since 1988, they've been spectacular, basically. If you look at Michael Irvin in 88, of course, 5-time Pro Bowler. In 1991, of course, Alvin Harper, he didn't make the Pro Bowl, but, man, he was a threat on the other side because he had that unbelievable skill set of speed, short area quickness, and just when you think that it's over with, you see Alvin Harper down the field, man, making a spectacular catch. And then, of course, my guy Dez Bryant, 3-time Pro Bowler. And it's weird, crazy weird that Dez Bryant only got 3 Pro Bowls, right? It feels as if, though, he should have more. Neither here nor there. And some people equate Pro Bowls to the amount of years that they were successful and good and these sorts of things. But keep in mind, man, my guy Dez Bryant is a beast, and I think that it was just a matter of circumstances of who was the head coach and how they dial up plays and the overall mindset of the team. Right. And then, of course, in 2020, see Dangerous Land with 4 Pro Bowls. Right. So when you think of it, the Cowboys will have a chance, believe it or not, like Ripley's, to draft a wide receiver in the first round. Do you play with fate? Right. Or do you take the chances of saying, hey, I get all of the stats and I get all the accolades? There's one person on that list that should be on this list, by the way, and his name is Randy Moss, huh? He should have been on this list, but we went and drafted Greg Ellis, and he wasn't chopped liver for us when you look back at everything, but he just wasn't a Randy Moss, right? Now, they got Tet or T-Mac. They got Matthew Golden or Emeka Ibuka. Will they be next? I don't know. Luther Burden, he's somehow falling off people's charts or what have you. And every week and every single month there's a change of whether as it relates to these players on who should be drafted, where should they go far as a slot situation. I remember when this all started, Matthew Golden was right in the second round, but since the combine hit and since people caught up with numbers and things of that nature, now he's by far the best wide receiver in this draft, according to most, right? Neither here nor there. Tet or T-Mac got something that Matthew just don't have, and that is the absolute length of being able to reach and pull that ball out of the sky. And then Matthew Golden got something that T-Mac don't have, and that's elite, crazy speed, And I saw some old footages of him doing kickoff returns. So that could be a thing for him on the next level. Now, my guy Emeka, he's like the combination of both of them. He still got short area quickness. He can run in between the formations there and find the opening in the zone. He is a nuanced route runner, right? And he's a bigger boy, bigger guy that you can put inside the slot and on the outside. And he may be a little bit more complete than both of these guys, give or take on the type or kind of caliber system he goes to. That plays a major role as well, ladies and gentlemen. But I don't want to bore you guys with all of that information. I'm just telling you that right now, if the Cowboys draft any of these guys, guess what? We got a good problem to have, right? At the end of the day, when we look at everything, we are sitting on having a good problem to have. Now, a little bit later last night, that there was this topic line from the Nightcap. Shout out, kudos and credence to those boys over there. I just want to add this in because at the end of the day, I love the debate of the DBs or cornerbacks. Let's listen to what he has to say.
168 games, 53. Dion played 188 games, 53 interceptions, 3 playoff interceptions, 2 Super Bowls. Asante, 51 interceptions, 7 playoff career interceptions, 2 Super Bowls. 50-plus interception, 94 pass. Please start saying they don't throw his way. Asante, I love you, bro. I love you. I think you're phenomenal.
Right.
But you're not in time's realm. That's not even close.
And I don't see any issues with that. And now there's a rebuttal from Samuel. Hold on, let's do it.
Shannon Sharp, Mr. Shannon Sharp. Y'all think I'm just supposed to sit here and believe that Deion Sanders, a.k.a. Primetime, is the greatest corner to ever live, and basically no one could ever be better than him? That's basically what y'all want me to believe, that he's the greatest corner to ever live, and nobody shows proof of anything in the past, in the history, his stats. You could show some highlights of what he did, and it looks pretty and whatnot. Yeah, I give him that. But y'all want me to believe he's the greatest player to ever live and the greatest cornerback to ever live, and nobody
May not be the greatest player ever to live, but it's argumentative, right? You know, people talked about Bo Jackson. People talked about Jim Brown's, to a degree, Walter Payton. You got to throw in Deion Sanders, you know, for his capabilities and what he's eligible to do out there on the field or able to do when he was playing. It was just crazy. He's, like I said, transcending. That's the top of the top, you know, and of course LT, and I hate to leave out LT, Lawrence Taylor, for those who don't know. There's difference between bad, good. Well, hold on. In the words of Bubba Dub, trash, right? The difference between trash, bad, good, great, and then there's above. Let me see. Hold on. Let me get these orders together. Y'all help me out. There's trash. There's bad, there's good, there's average, there's above average, there's great, and then there is elite. And then you might think that elite is everything, right? But then right above elite, there's transcending. Prime was transcending. He shut down the entire half of the field. Coaches lost their jobs because they continued to try to throw the ball his way. Quarterbacks lost their jobs because they tried to throw the ball his way. This is a non-argument, supposedly.
can ever be better than him. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. I'm from Lauderdale. I don't know where everybody else from, but I'm from Lauderdale.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog.
This ain't about respect. This ain't about big names. I'm simply comparing best seasons. And if you want to talk about T breaks and technique, I'm telling you what the hell the best technique is for everybody. If you're not T breaking, you're not getting to the ball faster than anybody else. That's T breaking. You're probably coming up an inch short because it's a game of inches.
To be fair, all DB coaches, well, most DB coaches teaches that T break technique, so I will give him a point for that. But when you are transcending, you don't have to do all of that. You don't abide by the rules and regulations, right? Come on with it. You don't abide by those things, right? Because you're transcending.
T-break is known for a fact the fastest way to break to the ball. This ain't about names. This about you proving that he is the greatest without telling me what they said, and he's a lockdown corner, and he locked down the field, and he didn't have a safety in the middle field. Nigga, what? The most interceptions he had in the year is 6 or 7. You understand what I'm saying? I had 6 or 7 interceptions in a year, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damn times. What?
Because you can't get the INTs if no one throws the ball your way. Those 6 or 7 times, Prime baited them. He played almost a half. If he was in the deeper thirds or if he was somewhere in the middle, this brother would come over there and scoop and get the ball. He will bait them that much. That's because he had that speed, that 4.21 speed. There's no debate about this, bro. I mean, he'll play off coverage, and he will still be able to be like, because he breaks on the ball so well, or he disguised so well.
What we talking about here? I'm talking about comparing numbers and comparing stats. I'm going to make it nice and easy. You can start from my 2006 season to my 2011 season.
All right.
5 seasons. I'm going to put up 5 seasons. You do your research on my 5 seasons, and you can pick any season you prefer from Coach Prime Deion Sanders. His whole career, you can pick many seasons you want against my 5 seasons and do your homework. My 5 seasons against his whole career playing cornerback. Yeah, big talk. This big deuce here. Yeah. Don't come in talking about how good somebody was without showing the numbers and the facts, because I could show you that. Let's see what you get. My 5 seasons against his whole career. That's player shit right there. That's player shit. 5
Hey,
seasons
bro,
against
come
a
on
nigga
now,
whole
dog.
career. Can't nobody talk that shit like me, boy. You crazy, boy. Stop being brainwashed. You are brainwashed. A lot of folks
CTE.
are. And I'm just here to defend myself because I know I was like that. I was like that. I ended games. I changed the momentum of games from the beginning to the end. You feel me? Let's make sure we add the playoffs in this too, because I noticed he didn't have no playoff touchdowns, and I got 4 of them. I got the record. That means a lot. In big games and taking your team to the Super Bowl, I'm picking the ball off and taking it back to the highs. You hear me? And of course, Shannon Sharp, you're going to side with your boy Deion Sanders just out of mutual respect. And we know Deion would get mad at you if you didn't show him that respect. So that's what you have to do, because you can't handle your partner getting mad at you.
Man, this guy, wow, man. All right, so someone did some great research, man, and the green category is where Prime is over Samuel Sr. right at this point. If you look at it from bar to bar, from yards to yards, man, touchdowns, punt returns, and kick returns, and INTs and yardages, man, interceptions in those course of the 5 years, sacks or what have you, forced fumbles, that's what fumbles return. Prime forced 10 forced fumbles in this stretch of 5 games, or 5 seasons, I meant to say. So, come on, man. What we doing right here, man? Come on, man. Oh, my God, man, I'm done with the 90s, man. Look, man, I'm done with Asante Samuel, man. Asante got him, man, at home. Come on, man. We done with all of this crazy bull. Sugar. Hey, Prime is him. And I get it, I think that what he's upset about is the Hall of Fame number, right? And should Asante Samuel Sr. be in the Hall of Fame? I think that his numbers are warranted to be in the Hall of Fame. If this is what this cry is all about, man, because we ain't finna talk about 8 Pro Bowls to his 4 Pro Bowls, 8 All-Pros to his 2 All-Pros. We are not finna talk about AP Defensive Player of the Year is what Dion Primetime Sanders got in his bag. We ain't talking about that.
Give me my theme music.
We ain't talking about that. But what we are talking about, Asante Samuel, is that your little son, the junior, come on, bring him over here in Dallas. We definitely need that energy here, and see if you can coach him up. T-step, high step, U-step, let him step this way, because we need help at DB. And make sure he can continue to pass and bring forth your legacy here in Dallas, because we definitely need some help at DB. So, Asante Samuel Jr., man, we would love to have you in the silver and blue and the star in the uniform, or the star on the side of your helmet here, so we can get things going in the best way, proper way, in the right way. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. Post me your thoughts. Post me your concerns down below, because that's the Samuels that I want. I want the junior now. I need him over here so we can have some good stuff as it relates to this legacy thing. DC for life, not for sure. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Let's get it. Peace.